Jorge, as first question to you, how would you describe the general state of Spain's regulated online gambling market at the moment?
Well, we cannot understand this moment if we do not have a look to the 3 years ago when the generalized thing in Spain that many changes from that. We have to know since 2020, Spain's online gambling market has been exposed to an intensive process of new regulation, really high restricted regulation by this government in the last legislature. So that demand to the operator to be more responsible and committed. On the one hand, advising, including sponsorship, has been strictly limited. Um, for example, only from 1 to 6 to 5 in the morning, and all sponsorship is forbidden. So we have really bored about one of the most immediate effect of the new regulation has been the proliferation of intensive players and the almost disappearance of the occasional gambler. That's one important element. And in the other hand, the regulator has been widely devoted to establishing a safe environment for gambling. We have to remember that in the commercial communication royal decree establishes a question about this matter, and after that, the government in the royal decree of the safe environment regulation imposes a new obligation to operators. So that's two very important issues in the last period, the last legislature, in the last, definitely in the last moment of our regulation and our market. Now the government is working, as you know, in a new regulation. We can speak about the new regulation that is coming later, but that's really good, important. Finally, that's true that the last year, 2023, was a good year. This year, by the first time, up to 1 billion, making a record breaking, and the sector had recovered something truly impressive considering the dramatic situation before. But that's not that's not enough. We have to think in the future of the gambling market more than the growing only the year. We have to see another question. In conclusion, the intensity and depth of the new regulation, that's very important. We can say one moment before and one different moment after this regulation. So I think that the first question that we have to do in general, regulator and operator, is time to evaluate the consequences and effects of the new regulation and analyze which issues deserve more attention. Think one question is very important. If we see the last players profile, and I'm sorry because I am talking too much time in the first question, but I think it's important to take account different questions to understand everything. The last players profile establishes in Spain. The average spending is 736 euro a year, 60 euro a month, only 15 euro per week. But mainly, one second data very important. People under 25, between 18 and 25, called a special population, spend 333 euro a year, less than 1 euro a day. So I think that the gambling market is safe, is more safer, is more responsible, and is not a problem in Spain.
Thank you, Jorge. Thank you very much. That was very clarifying. In the meantime, to everybody who just joined the webinar a minute ago, please don't forget that you can submit your questions that can be answered at the end of the webinar through Slido. Point your camera to the QR code on the right side of your screen or go to slido.com, enter the event code #GIS, and then you're in. You can either ask a question or upvote somebody else's question. Moving on to the next question, Jorge. What is Jdigital's opinion on the cross-operator deposit limits that the DGOJ has now announced?
Well, first of all, I don't like it. I don't like it because the first question we think that it's not necessary to regulate this question. Mainly because I said before that the player's profile doesn't don't give us any reason to do. But in any case, the DGOJ has prepared a draft text in this question, cross-operator deposit limit. It was presented to public consultation in September 2023 and to the rest of the advisory bodies in Spain, mainly the Spanish Competition Authority. And we think this is a very important question. We presented to the Spanish Competition Authority our allegation because this is one question that is going to be very important in terms of the competitive market. It will be really hard to develop the activity, and we hope that the Spanish Competition Authority make a really good document and probably change the regulator decision. By another question, we know that the government said the other day, say to us, the regulator, that we are not to follow the German model, but it would be a huge mistake by the regulator. But anyway, the current draft text establishes a special system, out system. So we think that in the future, maybe the regulator is thinking about the obligatory system, and that's no good idea in our opinion. So we have to work, of course, with the regulator to try to improve this question. Second one, the German model is not a good decision for Spain market. And finally, we hope that the Spanish Competition Authority do the job and establish that it's quite complicated for the competition between operators.
Thank you, Jorge. That was very interesting. Moving on to the last question to you, Jorge, a shorter one at this time. This is about something that Spanish license operators have been clamoring for many, many years now. So, Jorge, can we expect, in your opinion, new permitted game types in the future? What do you think?
Well, I think that the first question that we have to improve the market, the gambling market, and one of the questions that we have to work is about to take or to permit a new games in our market. We are working with the DGOJ to open about the new live games beyond roulette gambling. So we are working with the regulator, and that's true. And we are asking our operator about technical information that they consider relevant, just to try to approve in this, not this year, maybe in this legislature, to approve new games. Well, the DGOJ is apparently open to discuss this possibility. That's a good news, but they don't have any decision respect this question. So we have to try to convince to the DGOJ that it's a good opportunity to improve the Spanish online market. It's a good opportunity to fight against illegal illegal operator in Spain. Don't forget that the level of the black market in Spain is really important, and is a good decision to open the market to generate more safer and more opportunity for play. Finally, we are working to make better market to give better services to the players, to the consumer, and we are working. They are open to study. Well, we'll see if they are open to approve. You know that we live a quite difficult balance between operators and regulator. They said we are receptive to know your demand, but at the same time nothing changed in our market. But it will be a great problem. We have two big enemies. By one hand, black market, and the other hand, we are making intensive players and we are losing occasional players. So it will be a big problem maybe in the future.